All of fair to the fellas, amachita, the boys, ladies, mantumbazan, kirali, nabanyan. Welcome to my take, and this is your boy Mel. So today, guys, I had a chat with one of my old friends, and he ended up getting so heated when we had an argument about why do men prefer younger women. And I just come to the realization that too often people find this little simplified or generalized statements just to brush off or to explain or to dismiss why something happens. And then I was like, you know what? It's because of this simple narrative that people do not fully understand what is going on. Kodwa ke namhlanje ngizothatha isikhathi sokuthi ngini ngiludalule and vele sivele siveze obala uba hayi kuqhubeka ntoni kaloku yintoni eqhubeka pha, like kwetsalanga ubaningi banna barata basetsane abanyana kiri. Angicabanga ukuthi ngisishayile aseniyoxolela uma ukuthi asiphuma kahle, kodwa ke nakho-ke siyaqhubeka. So before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, the channel that keeps on giving. Viveke Liveke. So back at it, as I was saying, people tend to jump onto this simple narrative. So now okay, what do you think men prefer younger women? It's because younger women are immature. So basically, from her own narrative, it's because men like taking advantage of immature girls. My issue, it's because they shy away from older women because older women are able to call them out on their bullshit. Older women are confident enough to whatever, or put someone in check, or you know what I mean. So they're like, they're taking advantage of younger girls, and I'm like, but that's just like a statement of saying, why do girls like older men? Someone would say it's because girls are gold diggers, which is unfair to say, right? I'm sure there's logic to it, which is why we're going to dig deep and just put it all out there. So today is the day you find the light. Why do men like younger women? But before we dig deep, I think I need to give a warning. Trigger alert. Trigger alert. Because it will feel like maybe I'm down talking the other side to the other side, or I'm down talking, but that's not what I'm doing here. I am just giving an evaluation of why men prefer younger women than older women. So I'm not saying there's something wrong with older women. I'm not saying there's ningangithathi kabi bese nitumela usuthe makashiswe angishongo. So what's going to happen here, I'm just going to give you reasons why men prefer younger women. So don't get triggered, don't feel attacked, because angizili uzohlasela. La ngigadla khona uzokwazi. Kodwa hayi, ngiza ngokuthula. Ngithi angigxeki umuntu. Angizili ngokugxeka. I am just giving a clear analysis. So I just challenge you to just open your mind and experience fully and see where I'm coming from and where I'm going. So the first reason why I like to believe that men like, or should I say love, or I don't know which word to use, love or like, whichever way. Oh, men prefer, as guess. Men prefer younger women is that younger women are far more flexible than older women. And Logan Gusho, in the sense that older women are not flexible in the sense that they've already built a life for themselves. They've got so much going on. They are secure in the life they're living. Most of them have already bought houses, cars. They've got great jobs. They've been living life on their own for the longest time. You know what I mean? So it is hard for them to crack out of all of that and let a man walk into their lives and lead. I'm not so sure if I'm making sense. So it's kind of hard for someone to undo all that, since they've been a leader in their own life. They've got a vision of their own, and they've been doing this for the longest time. So basically, a younger woman would be preferred in the sense that she's still young. She hasn't done so much as far as regards to her building life, securing something. So she's rather more flexible to adjust into moving into a man's life and, you know, abe ilensika le ndoda eyidingayo. So no, the older one is usually a little, it's a bit of a challenge for her to crack out of that shell of always playing the provider and protector for herself and then let someone lead and play provider and protector, because she's been doing it for herself for the longest time. So banokuba rigid nyana yila uthola khona ukuthi umuntu wakhona wesifazana xa uthi uyazama nje ukuthi maybe ujola naye mhlambe nizohlala nje nishayisana amakhanda, and ngalesikhathi mawuthi you are trying to put across that she's not letting you play your part as a man in the relationship. She'll probably tell you that you need to first prove yourself for her to trust you and let her guard down, or probably trust you to. So she will make you work, like make a man work, so that she can actually be the woman that a man needs. You're supposed to prove to me when also provides, you're a protector, you're trustworthy, and trust me, men don't want to go through all that, because men are already fighting so many wars in life. There's so many things that are going on. They're trying to, like, men are producers by nature. Men are made to produce. They're supposed to produce. Okay, bese kuba ne-pressure ukuthi sokumele ngala uprovele umfazi ukuthi wena uthembekile, uyi-producer, uyi-provider, all these things. So it's kind of a bit of a strain on the man. So men tend to prefer a younger woman, because a younger woman, there's this thing about a younger woman, they've got this what can I say? You know how women at a younger age perceive older men. They've got this thing of glorifying an older man, a man who's secure, a man who's established, a man who's, when a man is now fully fleshed and has now found himself and is standing on his 2 feet and is a provider, protector, and a high value man in all aspects. Isuke lab. So a younger woman is bound to glorify, not that not that I'm trying to say young girls are naive or anything, or they ngathi abaphelanga nje emakhanda ngathi balahlelwa umqondo mayibona indoda ephelele. Kodwa ke sengisho ukuthi kunalento yokuthi they are rather more willing to walk into a man, to walk into a man's life and let the man lead swiftly without them. And the other thing enye yakhona enza kube easy is because younger women haven't gone through a lot of damage and hurt and experiences. So an older woman is maybe labo osisi bama 35 or 38 kusiya ngala, kudala bejola, kudala begudla, kudala belwa, kudala ziwa, kudala zinyuka, kudala hey, ama-therapy, ama-depression, ama-heartbreak, yini usedlule kukho konke. And she's been to the fires of hell as far as as relationship and experiences are concerned. Abanye banama-baby daddy, amanye ama-baby daddy abhede ukufa, eqonda ukuthi maybe ukhulisa ingane eyi-1. So there's a lot of trauma, there's a lot of baggage, there's a lot of pain surrounding an older woman. So she's bound to struggle to let down her guard as compared to a younger girl, in which if she's still younger, she hasn't experienced so much. Mama vele uthole spring chicken wakho maybe umbambelanga abo ma-23, 24, 25, 26. Thola ukuthi akho okuningi osekwenzekile. It's probably, you know what I mean, but my 2-3 boyfriends and the damage ain't so bad, hey? So it's easier for them to open up to loving a man, unlike an older woman, someone who's been around the block and kuyimanje sengazazi akutshela ukuthi hey, inhlobo zamadoda uwajole wonke, kodwa ayikho neyodwa esebenzile i-relationship. So unlike that one, she's open to love, she hasn't been hurt much, she has that thing, she's got that zest for a relationship. And so that is one of the reasons why I think men prefer younger women. They are rather more flexible, they are able to adjust their lives into a man's life. So ufana nalesigogo esimanzi ukuthi ungasithola sasemanzi, uyakwazi nawe ukuthi njengendoda nawe yabo usingenise kahle nje, sivele hlale sithi ngxe sibe, uyabo. Yeah. So injalo hayi labo sisters isuke kube inkinga, hayi ukuthi ngithi there's something wrong with them. Sengisho ukuthi phela cabanga nayo. I mean, I'm sure even the older women that will probably watch this will probably understand that what I'm saying is, imagine a man walking into your life and telling you, um, uh, I want you to move into my house. I want you to give up this. I want you to do this. I want you to stay. Yeah, it's a bit of an adjustment. It's quite hard. So all the little adjustments, even the littlest of adjustments, they struggle. Ubani usefuna ngishiye indlu yami, ubani because they are well established. They've been living their own life for the longest time. So they are not as flexible in terms of movement, in terms of other aspects, and they've gone through so much, so their guard is up. So I'm throwing shade, and I hope I put it out well. So akekho umuntu okwatile. And another reason why I think men prefer younger women is because younger women are generally fit at a younger age. So we do really uh, realize that at some point in time, women start gaining weight. Like when they're younger, they're nicer, they're fitter, and they've got time, they've got zest for life, they've got you know. So basically, what I'm trying to say is women are usually their prettiest at a very young age, and as they grow old, I would think to abusabadala iy'kobo, angizange ngisho kanjalo. Ngizwe futhi ngiyabhinga, angizange ngisho sisabadala iy'kobo noma sebebabi noma. I'm just saying younger girls are just fitter than older girls. I'm sure even maungathatha manje uyokwenza babiza la statistics. If you were to gather statistics about body weight, about women, for women from the age of 20 to 30 and from the age of 30 to 40, you would realize that their average just differ, and the younger women usually have a lower average as compared to the older sisters, right? So men are visual creatures. Men are people who are abahehwa into nje ngoba beyibona ukuthi yabona le hayibo creme de la creme. So basically, women are usually younger and more attractive at a very younger age. And they've got more will to live. There's a lot going on. So as you get older, you gain weight, and a lot of things change. And also there's also that thing in men want to reproduce, and usually girls are usually more fertile at a younger age than they are, because what do they call it with women? There's this thing called geriatrical pregnancy. Yes, where people start struggling with having babies and stuff and everything. So that's why I personally always recommend Utamantombazana, you should date a lot at a very younger age and try and secure that guy at a very younger age, because as you get older, it always gets a little bit difficult because you're not as pretty, or you probably are not as fit as you used to be. Not that I'm saying if you're an older woman, you're not fit, you're ugly, because people can go to gym. So I'm not generalizing. So I'll try not to generalize, because there's always something against them. And I'm not saying all guys are into fit girls. There's some guys who are into to thick women, bigger women, or so there's always an exception to the rule. So it's not like what I'm just saying is stamp hi dumayatsamaya. No. I'm just saying that's a general statement. I generalize, but there's always an exception. But most men prefer younger fit women because of certain reasons, and you know what I mean, because usually the whole reason why people come together and create families is because they want to reproduce. So better get a spring chicken, and you know what I mean. So logically it makes sense like that. I would think laba sebebadala angishongo yo angaqothole video kodwa ke phela yeah. So I hope that was understood, and I hope I didn't offend anyone, but I was just trying to put a point across. Nakhona guys, ngesixesha nizoyiqiniso manje, iqiniso lohleli iqiniso yabona masilonke sugar coat izinto sigcine sitshelana amanga la. So uyabona into efana le. That's why you should like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. So yeah, injalo. Another reason why men like younger women or prefer younger women is because younger women are rather more feminine than older women. Just like how women prefer masculine men who are assertive, men who are proactive, men who are decisive, men who are strong. Men also require women to be feminine, women to be loving, women to be kind, women to be soft, women to be, But then the challenge is, as women go through life and they get older, and the pressures of life for them to work hard, look after themselves, fight the corporate ladder, get the jobs, work with men, compete with men, they gain a lot of masculine energy. So uthola ukuthi umfazi la sethi uqine kancane, and uqina lo masculine woman is not so attractive to a man. But then again, like I said, it's because as she goes through life, as she goes through all these trials and and through the journey of her finding her way to success or whatever, she gains a lot of masculine energy, and that makes her less attractive. And when you look at a younger woman, she hasn't gone through all of that. She's got zest for life, like I say, and she is rather more still feminine. She's still more soft. She does not have a lot that has happened in her life, so she's still like fresh from the box. So basically, what I'm trying to put across is that they also haven't gone through the hurt, like I'd already mentioned. They haven't gone through the hurt, they haven't gone through the challenge. And you will find that older women always feel like at a certain point, they feel like being feminine is a form of weakness. I tried to be feminine and I got hurt. So they always feel like them opening up or them being vulnerable out there is a form of weakness, in the sense that they have tried it before and probably someone took advantage of it, or how it ended, it didn't end well. So they would rather build a wall up and be masculine. So basically, at the end of the day, I'd say they also struggle in the sense that, or they had a disadvantage in that the walls they build up are also a barrier to them finding love at the end of the day. Like they're self-sabotaging. They could just open up, but again, it's not as easy. So that's why I always recommend that people maybe just go through a little bit of some healing, they go through some therapy, or they go through whatever form of whatever they have to do just to get themselves back to where they started. There's something about relationships. People always tend to forget. When you go through healing, you don't go through healing and then come back saying, oh, go back into the dating pool, saying men are trash or men are, when you don't have hope. You know what I mean? Healing means putting yourself or putting your heart in a healthy place where you started before you went through all that trauma. You know what I mean? Bearing it and understanding whatever happened and processing it and finding the light at the end of the day. So you need to find that happy place you once were in, and you need to restore it and glow the same way and smile the same way. Hayi ukuthi bese kuthiwa mina ubani ngiyamnika inhliziyo yami kodwa ku-relationship sengena ngo-half umbhedo yini u-half uthi umuntu ngiyangena umuntu angenisi ukuthi uyangenisa ngozwane ngizwe ukuthi kuyashisa noma kushisi bese, you know what I mean? So you cannot tell yourself you've healed or you are ready to love or you've done the work when you are failing to open it up. So basically that's you struggling to open up because you're afraid to get hurt because of your previous traumas. So in the case that you have healed, trust me, you'll even be able to smoke bullshit before it gets to you. You cut it off. So don't be afraid to go through healing. Don't be afraid to fight your battles. Don't be afraid to face your demons and find your way to the light. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's where it's at. That's where everything begins. So if you're a woman that has been gone through and that has gone through some healing, you will realize that you have a positive outlook, in the sense that you are able to open up and love and be vulnerable and realize that it's not a weakness to be feminine, to be loving, to be kind, to be warm. And there's also this one thing, like I said, you are even in a safer place because you know better. And when you've healed, you know damage. You can identify damage. You can smell bullshit from a mile away. So that's why I always recommend people to, and again, then and another point that I wanted to put across is that it's actually not the number that turns people off. It's actually what happens in those relationships that turns people off. Ungangibuzi mina ukuthi ngazi kanjani ngokuthola abafazi abadala ngoba ezami indawo zokuhlasimulisa umzimba asivele uphume lapho ngoba asikho lapho. So I just recommend that people go through some healing and learn to trust again. And to all those lovely ladies that have been in the game for the longest time, I say if you want to be led, or you want a man to lead, you have to teach yourself how to be led, or at least learn how to be led. That will help you. Awubuka madoda ngilinikeza nje konke nje kanjalo. So ungabona ikuhlula nje usuka lana, angisazi-ke nami, hayi nami ngigezile izandla, kodwa-ke engikwaziyo ukuthi ngizona labehle ngoba ngazi ukuthi wena akunikeza konke, wena wasiyayihlulekela. So this is me signing out today. This is your boy Mel, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Till next time, take good care.